the brunt. He's taken the brunt of insults from many comedians, mainly Kelly, of the night, and I'm sure he's got a lot of great material to come back and take charge. You may have to adjust your eye level. He's going to be up here. But other than that, please give a great welcome to Shlomo.
Headline. Wait, that's the editing over here.
See? Like the lights hit him in like
in his face.
He like really almost reached the ceiling.
Keep on it.
Oh my god, ew. You look like a deal.
Good call. Hello, my name is Shlomo. I'm from Brooklyn originally. I have to say I'm very excited for a shidduch day today. After speaking with the shidduch, I saw your shidduch resume and it excited me a lot. The things about shidduch resumes that are so interesting to me, especially yours, it's very important to have a one-page resume, right? A resume has to be one page, a 2-page resume. Oh, why you have 2 pages, right? Nobody cares that you were the champion of your debate team from high school in your local regional championships in North Dakota. It doesn't make sense. Nobody cares, right? I also liked your use of the margins on the side of the resume. You got it all on one page. It really upsets me that Microsoft forces us to have everything in the middle of the page. Who decided to come up with a 1-inch margin on the left, 1-inch margin on the right, the top and the bottom? It upsets me a lot. I think they're in cahoots with the printing companies and the paper companies. They're getting kickbacks, right? Because the more you print, the more paper you buy, the more printers. It upsets me a lot. There was, however, one aspect of your resume, your shidduch resume, which I didn't like. I'll be honest, it was a little bit inappropriate. The font that you used was Times New Roman, right? Look, it's a popular font. I understand the going, they like it, fine. But listen, the Romans weren't exactly friends with the Jews, right? So why should I support their font? Does it make sense? I use the impact font. Why? I'll tell you why. Because impact catches the eye. It forces one to read every word on the page, right? When I submit my resume for an interview, I always get a call every time. I don't get the job. I don't know why. Maybe they're anti-Semitic, but it doesn't make sense because the stereotypes of anti-Semitism, right? What? The Jews control the media, we control the money. You should hire me if I control the media and I control the money. It doesn't make any sense, right? I think they're upset. I think the Goyim are finding out that we don't actually control the media. Have you seen CNN recently? Freedom of speech. It doesn't make sense. That's why I think the parents, right? All of our parents have great jobs, right? We don't have as good jobs as our parents. Our parents are helping us with our loans and everything. It's because in the 60s and 70s, the stereotype, they believed it. Oh yeah, the Jews control the media and the money, right? But now they realize that we don't. So now they don't hire us anymore. It's an issue. Enough talking about your shidduch resume. Let's go inside into the restaurant, into the bar. Let's call over the waiter. By the way, I don't mind if we get a waitress. I'm not against women having jobs. It's fine. In fact, it's important. They should have a job here and there. They could be a waitress. I wouldn't mind. I'm actually pro-women. I want you to know that. I don't mind women having jobs. Hillary Clinton, if she became president, I'll live. It's fine. I'll deal with it. Let's get a seat in the middle of the room. It's very important. The middle of the room is the best place to sit in a restaurant. Why? Well, I'll tell you why. You don't want to sit, by the kitchen. It's loud. It's also awkward with the waiter, right? You don't want to sit near the bathroom because when you're eating a hamburger, you don't want to look somebody in the face who just finished eating a hamburger and deposited it. You don't want to sit near the window, right? Because it's raft. And also, you don't want to sit by the bar because it's awkward with the bartender, right? Especially if we're speaking Yiddish or some other language, you might be insulted. Whatever. Anyways, let's order a drink. It's time to order a drink, right? That's what we do. We go to a bar, we order a drink. I'm going to order a Budweiser, right? Because that is the most popular beer in America. What upsets me is Corona, right? I don't like Corona. Everyone says Corona is so cool. It's the coolest drink. You order a Corona, right? You saw the Super Bowl, the commercial in the Super Bowl. By the way, I watched the Super Bowl not because I want to see the inappropriate commercials. I want to be aware of what's going on with the Goyim. It's important to be aware culturally what's happening, right? Sure, the cheerleaders are not appropriate, right? The commercials are not appropriate, but it's important to be aware of what the Goyim are doing. Anyways, that commercial with the Corona, right? They have a person at the beach, right? They have the ocean, the sand, you see the legs, right? They're all very cool. Everybody's very cool. You have a Corona, we're impressed. But you notice they put a little bit of a lime. They put a slice of lime in the Corona. You know, it's very nice that the person on the beach relaxing gets to have a lime with his Corona. You know, when I lug in the rain, I go to my local A&P, my local Walmart. It's raining outside. I pick up the 6-pack of Corona. I'm lugging it around. There's no lime in there. I have to go find it. I have to go to the fruit section, right? And then I get to the fruit section, and I see the lemons, and then I see the green lemons. It's confusing. And then I finally find the limes, and there's no limes there. Excuse me, sir. Can you tell me where the limes are? Oh, I'm sorry, I don't work here. You don't work here? You're wearing a red shirt? Of course you work here. Why would anyone wear a red shirt to a store? Why wear a red shirt? It doesn't make sense. Wear a black shirt. Wear a yellow shirt. Anyways, you know, enough talking about drinks. Let's order a dish. Let's order food, right? You know, to be honest, it's a little bit late. It's 8 o'clock. I don't know if it's appropriate to get a food, but you know, I don't want you to be offended. You know, a lot of women think they shouldn't order a food on a date. I want you to know, if you order something right now, I will pay for it. I'll pay for the food. I don't think you should order a hamburger, right? It's, you know, maybe a salad, right? Most women order a salad. You can order the hamburger, I'll pay for it. But, you know, get a salad. You know what? Let's get you the chicken salad. Excuse me, waiter. You know, actually, I don't know about chicken salad. You know, it's already 8:30. The protein will keep you up at night. It takes the time to digest. You know what? Let's just waiter, we'll get her a regular salad. You know, just a regular salad. But, you know, also, I don't think you want any salad dressing because it's a little bit heavy, right? It's getting late. A salad with no dressing. And you know what? Hold the tomatoes. We don't want any tomatoes. You know, because tomatoes they're an overrated vegetable, right? Because it's like you eat the tomato, right, and the seeds fall out. It's very frustrating. You stick the fork in the tomato and the lettuce and the onion, right, and the seeds fall out. So the tomatoes aren't tasty. You know what? No tomatoes. In fact, you can't just have cucumbers, right, if you're not going to have tomatoes. So hold the cucumbers. Let's just have a bowl of lettuce, regular lettuce. Make it iceberg lettuce, right? Iceberg lettuce. You know, iceberg lettuce is very underrated. I'll tell you why. Nobody respects lettuce. You know, the lettuce in the vegetable world, right? Why do you think you make a salad, you put it in the fridge, okay? 2 days later, it goes bad, right? Why is that? I'll tell you why. Because the lettuce is upset with its role in the vegetable world, right? You know, when they make a simcha, you make an event, right? They make the platters. It's not enough that they have a platter to put the vegetables on. They have to put the lettuce on the platter, and then put the vegetables on the lettuce, right? How do you think the lettuce feels about that? It's not fair. I have to say, there's an aspect I noticed. I could see your shins a little bit between the dress and the socks. It's a little bit inappropriate. I don't know if that's what I want from a Jewish woman, right? And look, I understand. I understand. You know, the dress can touch the shoe can touch the floor. I understand it's an issue, but you know, me myself, I'm very religious. I wear a very big kippah. I'm very religious. When I'm alone, I always make a bracha. When I eat potato chips, right? You know, potato chips are very annoying because you know you open the potato chips, right? You open the chips, right, and half the bag is missing. Now, growing up, we always were told the chips settled, right? The chips settled, and you know it's a long trip for the chips, right? It makes sense if you think about it, right? I mean, you go to the factory, the chips they're put in the bag goes to the store goes to the cart goes to the car goes to the house, goes to the pantry. It's a long trip. The chips have to settle, but it still upsets me, right? You know, the chip companies need to speak to the tissue companies. I like the tissue companies. Why? Because when you open a bag of tissues, they pack them in so tight that the first tissue rips. It's very impressive. I think the chip companies should learn from the tissue companies. That's why I respect Pringles, because Pringles, they don't lie to you. You know exactly how many chips you're getting. Thank you very much.